Welcome, saints of the Lord. In this Bible study, we will feature the use of the tool Gematria Analysis, which uses the numerical value of the Hebrew letters to add them together and to measure the value of a word of letters, a sentence of letters, or a verse of letters. Judges chapter 6, verse 1. Then the children of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord. So the Lord delivered them into the hand of Midian for 7 years. Israel had sinned, so they were delivered into the hand of Midian. The Midianites were children of Abraham through his concubine Keturah. Moses lived among the Midianites in the desert regions on the east side of the Red Sea. He honored his father-in-law, a priest of Midian, broke bread with him, and took advice from him. Possibly some Midianites professed worship of Yahweh, but more likely most Midianites worshipped other gods. Nevertheless, as relatives, they were not reviled as other idol worshippers. As counselors, they were known to be knowledgeable. The Hebrew word Midian is made up of 4 letters: Mem, Dalet, Yod, and Nun. The gematria of the 4 letters are, in order, 40 for Mem, 4 for Dalet, 10 for Yod, and 50 for Nun. However, the word Midian, the last letter Nun, takes a different shape. When that happens, the value of that letter can also have another value. In this case, the final letter or Sophit value of Nun is 700. So when you add the numbers together on a non-Sophit count, the gematria is 40 plus 4 plus 10 plus 50 is equal to 104. Using the Sophit count, with the Nun last letter taking a different value, the count is 40 plus 4 plus 10 plus 700, which equals 754. Now the spiritual number 104 means workers divided, and the spiritual number 754 means deceiving brothers. So we conclude that Midian's spiritual or prophetic identity is a sect, workers divided, of man's religion, deceiving brothers, that has wandered from the truth, invented doctrines, and created a community around its distinct beliefs that is separated from the rest of the body of believers. The book of Judges dedicates 3 whole chapters to Israel's war with Midian. Midian is important for believers to study because man's religion and sects have oppressed God's people ever since the rebellion of Korah right up to today. Another key word in Judges 6 verse 1 is sons of Israel, which has the gematria, when you add the value of all the letters together, of 603. Now the spiritual number 603 means covenant peoples gathered. The arrangement of the numbers 6, 0, 3 suggests a meeting place, a circle a circular table where 6, man, meets 3, God. So the spiritual number means covenant peoples gathered. So in a picture, we could think of the number 603 suggesting a temple or an altar, a place where the covenant peoples gathered. Prophetically then, verse 1 of Judges 6 refers to the first temple. First verse, first occurrence of the phrase, links it to the first temple, which is the Temple of Solomon. Judges 6 verse 1, then the children of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord, so the Lord delivered into the hand of Midian for 7 years, refers to the exile to Babylon, which was for 70 years. Now, Jeremiah deduced that a prophetic year in Judges 6 verse 1 became a 10-year period in real time. How he knew that, we're not sure, but he was right. The Gematria 603 occurs 4 times in the first 7 verses of Judges 6, and in each case, these refer to temples. So in verse 1, it's Solomon's temple. In verse 2, it occurs again. We take this to be prophetic of Zerubbabel's temple. In verse 6, it occurs. That would be Herod's temple. And finally, importantly, in verse 7, it occurs again. And that is the birth of Jesus, the temple of the Holy Spirit. So Judges 6, 1 verse 7, covers the prophetic period from the exile to the birth of Jesus. We will examine each verse and its gematria, looking for prophetic fulfillments. Thank you for listening. God bless.